How's it going? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I know I am over here in a wonderful, wonderful winter wonderland. Good old Ontario. Anyways, just kind of wanted to talk on a few points. You know, pros and cons to everyday driving an F-150, or I guess any truck, things to consider if you're looking to buy a truck and you're going to be driving it every day to work. So it's just a few things to touch on. I'm going to note that the summertime, this truck got great fuel mileage. I can't complain with that. Wintertime, it's a complete different story. This is a 2014 5-liter. I do know the new ones. I have a friend of mine with a new 10-speed, and it's ridiculous how much better his fuel economy is than mine. But I'm not really too worried about it. I drive about 11 minutes to work every day, so it's not really a problem. From an interior standpoint, it is the FX4. I don't know, the older ones seem to have had an FX4 package. You can get an FX4 package now in any truck, I believe. Not overly up to date on the package models, but this had everything I wanted. I wanted a vehicle that had all the refinements of a nice car. I was everyday driving a Chrysler 300. I wanted to be able to have like my heated cooled seats, navigation, just nice features, but you can get that now with truck, which is nice. They've came a long way from being rugged work trucks to you actually get a nice vehicle you can do everything else with, right? So it worked out for me good, because my other truck, I have it put away for the winter, and then I always decide to tear it apart when I'm not ready to do that. But it just seems like a good idea at the time, and that's what ends up happening. But yeah, so this gave me the opportunity, the ability to drive every day to work, do whatever I gotta do, pull things when I need to pull things. I will note the towing could be a lot better with the 5-liter. I do find that it's a little bit sluggish. It could be because I have the 355 gears in this truck, so not really a good towing gear. It's more of a highway gear. So that's one of my main complaints there. And wintertime, when it comes to me idling it a lot, I guess with me only driving 11 minutes to work, it basically idles more than it does drive. So that could be one of the reasons I'm getting horrible mileage. Like on the highway, I get about 13. So coming from a 300 Chrysler with the Hemi, I was getting about 12.5. So in the summertime, it's comparable. Now I did put 33s on this truck. I noticed my fuel mileage dropped a little bit, but it's not really a big deal. So these are some good factors to think about if you were going to drive a truck every day. Most likely, if you are, you're going to change the wheels and tires like I did. Nobody really leaves stocks on anyways. But yeah, I'll just give you guys a quick overview of my truck. I'll give you kind of outside look from whatever you can see, because it is covered in snow. So let's have a quick little peek. One thing I do like, the Super Cruise have a lot of room. Something that is great, because bastard. It is great. I do like these seats. They flip up. You can put stuff underneath there. It's quite handy. I know the newer trucks, they're way nicer too on the inside, which is pretty cool, with the full panoramic roofs and all that. Yeah, for a list of mods, just kind of give you a brief look of my truck here. So we'll start at the front. Start off Trail Effects. It's called their light duty replacement bumper. I have the factory projectors. That was I guess that's how these came, the FX4. Changed my emblem to a black emblem. I do want to do a black emblem in the rear, just haven't got around. It's a summer job. Move ourselves down a little bit. I'm running 4 Rigid Radiance pods as fog lights. They are red backlit. I have a switch on the inside. I can flick them to red, which is kind of cool, but apparently not allowed to do it on the road, so we'll stay away from that. The AVS low profile bug deflector. Now, I've seen my buddy one of these on a blue truck. Thought it was a great idea. Prevent stone chips. and from the front end of the truck. So for the $100, 100% worth it. I would recommend it all day long. Also with these bumpers, like, great bumper. You don't have to worry about them rotting like the factory bumpers, because the painted bumpers from factory, I've heard that's a big problem. Now I'm running a leveled kit. I'm 2.5 inch, yeah, 2.5 inch level kit, just to be able to, recommended to run a 33. So 33 inch Mickey Thompson Baja ATZ 1250 20x10 fuel turbos. So that's the package. The FX4, I guess that's the package for this year. Now working our way around to the back. So you'll see I got Anza taillights, LED reverse lights. I have the matching rear Trail FX bumper. I do find it great. I like the steps. One of the reasons I actually changed the bumper in the first place, my first week with this truck, someone backed into it in a parking lot. They pushed the corner over here into the box, into my tailgate. So I basically said hell with that. Put something on there that's better. I found these replacement bumpers and love them for the money. They're not overly heavy duty, like they're not crazy heavy, so perfect. I think they're definitely something anybody should consider if they make them for your truck. Tunnel cover, 100% a must on any truck to keep your stuff, you know, out of the weather in a way. These are the metal lugs. I had them sent out to be powder coated because I wanted them red, so they're candy red. Now anybody that's considering doing that, I will warn you, it might be an absolute shit show. So when they powder coat them, that custom lug nut, that custom lug thing that they make for the ratchet so you can tighten them on, very, very tight tolerances. So if they put too much metal flake or too much powder on, they're not gonna fit. So I ran into that issue with these, that custom really long socket they send you. I had to send it into a machine shop, have the socket machined out like 6 thou all the way around to get it to fit over top of the powder. So it was a little more of a mission than I wanted it to be, but it worked out good. I mean, people love the look. I'm really happy with them. They get a lot of compliments, so end of the day it's a little bit different. The good old shorty 50 cal antenna. It's tight on there still. I used exhaust gasket in the threads, hopefully to deter a few thefts, but it's been on there for a year and it hasn't gone anywhere yet, so we're doing pretty good. But yeah, so that's just a quick overview of my F-150. And I know the video is about my truck, but we couldn't leave behind the cameraman, and I figured it was just too cool not to. Gotta do a little bit of weekend snow dicking around.